Alright, so just a few minutes ago, the Summer Game Fest did reveal the cinematic trailer for Chapter 4 Season 3. And it was absolutely spectacular. So let's take a look at the trailer, I'll play it in full, and then I'll break down everything I can find in this trailer in anticipation of tomorrow's Season 3. So as you saw, and like I said, that was a pretty significant cinematic reveal. I absolutely enjoyed it. Lots of good stuff going on, but let's see what we can find here. Okay, so let's work our way through this trailer and spot anything significant that we can. So the beginning of the trailer looks very familiar because they kind of teased portions of this in the teasers we got earlier this week. So the earthquake going up to the 4 characters right there, and that's where the original teaser cut off after we got the wide-angle view of the big crevice in the middle of the map. This time, though, we got the main character, or who I presume to be the main character of this season, and remember his name is Lorenzo, and he points forward. So they're like, sure boss, let's go ahead and go down this big, huge crater that we don't know what's down there. And of course the triggerfish skin goes down like a tumbleweed, crashing all the way to the floor. So he pops up in disbelief in mud, and I think this is our first significant event here. So it was rumored and leaked that there's going to be mud, so why else would they show him covered in mud if not to represent that? Just saw a tweet from my friend FN_assist, and he said mud featured details, quote, slide in the mud for speed and camouflage. Expect it to work similar to chrome blobs. So I thought it would be a detriment, but this sounds like a positive. Camouflage and speed. So that makes sense that they show them all camoed up in the mud. Nice. So we continue on. We got an aerial view of some Jurassic Park raptor eggs. And then lo and behold, we've got some blue-like Jurassic Park raptors. I'm really hoping there's some kind of Jurassic Park collaboration, but this is absolutely epic. I love raptors. I love dinosaurs. The fact that they're going to be rideable is insane. So the mama raptors are like, hey, don't mess with my baby eggs. And then Lorenzo's like, light bulb, let's use these as transport. So then they hop on the raptors and off we go, swirling through the jungle biome. And look at this, 2 familiar characters pop up, the dinosaur skins. Now look at what they're holding here. What in the heck are these? So on the left, it looks like some kind of drum gun SMG. I think that's an SMG at least. And the one on the right is obviously a shotgun. And it does look to be lever action. So we're supposed to be getting a few brand new weapons, including a thermal DMR, a flapjack rifle, whatever the heck that is, a lever action weapon, and a Cybertron cannon. But regardless, we see at least 2 weapons here, the one on the left being brand new. I don't know if that one on the right is new, but it looks like a lever action shotgun to me. So then they hit the deck as the stampede continues on, and Triggerfish is having the time of his life riding this raptor like a champ. Looks like they go around and under some vines, but not Lorenzo. He goes on the tippity top and he rides it just like the grind rails. And then right back onto the raptor. Phenomenal mount, 10 out of 10. So then they come upon the ruins of this temple, They go inside, and again, we can see some weapons in their hand, not very well. Then there's this relic on a pedestal, and of course, Triggerfish picks it up and sets off some kind of Autobot trap. That's the Autobot logo. We then get a huge hologram of none other than Optimus Prime, who beams his holographic miniature version of himself. And just like that, we witness the birth of baby Optimus Prime. And then right around the same time that he forms in, the device that Triggerfish is holding expands into a ginormous cannon. So this obviously is the Cybertron cannon. I have no idea what this is going to do, but it looks incredibly powerful. So the announcer mentioned that this temple was Cybertron, which is the planet that the Transformers are from. So I think this temple is supposed to represent their home planet of Cybertron, I think, because the Game Fest announcer literally said Cybertron. So then the Cybertron cannon goes off and it hits this weird pink purplish plant. So right here you can see the plant before it gets vaporized by this Cybertron cannon. And after it's hit, it expands and swells and then it blows up. Now some people are saying that this explosive plant is very similar to the Sideways. Remember the Sideways from a few seasons ago? You could activate the ginormous bubbles and fight inside of them. It was actually pretty cool. And it does kind of resemble that, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know if it's related to that. It could just be a reused asset maybe. But regardless, it explodes. And then very shortly after that, in the background, you can see another plant, this one yellow, and when it explodes, it releases this toxic green goo. So then a bunch of these start exploding all over. So there's stink plants and then there's exploding plants. And then we try to run out of this cave and it's blocked on the end, and we yeet ourselves through a small opening, Optimus Prime included, and then we pan out to a sniper rifle. And who is holding it? None other than Dr. Sloan. Now, I thought she was dead. I thought she had died in one of the events, but lo and behold, she's alive. And she gives us a little smirk, and then we go to the title card, Fortnite Wilds Zero Build. Why does it say Zero Build? Are they taking away builds? It specifically says Zero Build right there. That's kind of weird. I didn't notice that until now. So that was my walkthrough of the trailer. Let's take a little closer look at a few things. So in the background of the Dr. Sloan big reveal, you can kind of see a tank back there. So will tanks be returning? But the real question here is, if Dr. Sloan is back, what is she gonna be? Because we already have the 8 Battle Pass skins. Maybe the leaks were wrong about the secret skin. So if you missed my video, the leakers and the data miners said that the Meowscles skin is the secret skin. And that came from 2 reliable sources. But why did they reveal Dr. Sloan here? Maybe she's going to be the next crew pack skin, perhaps? Or just an item shop skin? But to make her a centerpiece of the trailer seems a little odd. Now, we've seen this version of Sloan before in the survey skins. However, in the survey concept, she had some kind of sand powers. So I don't know if those were removed or if that's going to be an edit style or what. But you can see here, this is the version of Sloan from the concept with the sand power. And side by side with the Sloan we saw in the trailer, it's the same skin. The outfit is exactly the same, but as far as we can see, there's no sand. Now, during the raptor chase scene, a few people spotted some different colored llamas in the background. So now people are speculating that instead of supply caches, you know, those things we could capture for certain loot, maybe there's going to be different color llamas for different loot, such as red, gold, and blue. So here's where you can see the llama in the background. And I looked at this, and I looked at this, and I looked at this, and I didn't see a llama. My friend Bilal said, dude, are you blind? There's a llama right there. And I said, Bilal, I can't see the face. I can't see a llama in that blob of blue. So then he drew the outline of the llama for me, and now I can see it. For some reason, I couldn't see that. I mean, I stared at this picture for 5 minutes, and I could not see a llama face. But now that he drew the outline, I see it now. So it is a llama in some kind of Super Saiyan blue aura. And apparently there was also a golden llama spotted, so it would make sense if we had different color llamas with different loot that they gave. Kind of cool, I didn't even notice that when I first went through the trailer. So again, my friend FN_assist tweeted this out. He said gameplay details, so he says bomb flower, we saw that. The stink flower, we saw that. Slurp plants, so I imagine that'll work the same way. Instead of blowing up or stinking us, they're gonna give us shield. The kinetic boomerang we saw in the leaked loading screen. Then he says wild wasp jar. So the only thing I could think of for the wild wasp jar is that it could have the same effect as in Save the World. There's a female husk that throws hives, and that would kind of make sense. Some beehives thrown at you from a jar. Vine skidding, which we saw in the trailer. mud sliding, which we mentioned, raptor riding, which we clearly saw in the trailer. So that about sums my breakdown up. That's about everything I could find in the trailer. However, the data miner FireMonkey tweeted this out. It looks like the description from one of the upcoming trailers. Here's what he says. The wilds await in Fortnite Battle Royale Chapter 4 Season 3. The center of the island has collapsed, revealing a vast, hidden jungle with ancient secrets to discover. Ascend to canopies, ride raptors, and slide in the mud for speed and camouflage. Detect enemies with the thermal DMR, skid on vines while firing the flapjack rifle, or transform opponents into spectators with the Cybertron cannon. Boy, that makes it seem like it's going to be super powerful. Then it goes on, with wilds, things have gotten a little wild. Navigate around the map to discover new forms of life such as the bomb flower, stink flower, slurp plants, and more. Plus, there's plenty of exciting new POIs to be found on your journey. But don't forget your weapons. Danger is ever present and you may want to hold on to the kinetic boomerang or maybe even a wild wasp jar. A good exploration starts with great explorers. This season's Battle Pass includes all new outfits, emotes, pickaxes, and more to point you in the right direction. See the full list of outfits that will be available in the Wilds Battle Pass. So looking at that list of names, I think it's significant in the placement. For example, I think Era is going to be tier 1. We know Optimus Prime is tier 100, and that would make Paradise Meowscles being very last the secret skin. So for everyone saying Dr. Sloan is going to be the secret skin, I don't think that's accurate. I honestly think it's going to be Item Shop or Crew. So if we're to believe the way they worded this, then tier 1 is Era, tier 2 is Trace, 3 is Rianne, 4 is Lorenzo, 5 is Mariposa, then Relic, then tier 100 Optimus Prime. Pretty cool, if you ask me, but we'll see what they do with Dr. Sloan. I think the trailer was amazing. The fact that we got it this early is phenomenal. Normally, we wouldn't get this until super late tonight and then the other trailer in the morning. So downtime starts tonight. This trailer was incredible. I'm excited for this season, and I hope you're hyped as well. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments. But there you go. That's all there is to it. And please consider using my Support-A-Creator code tomorrow when you get the brand new Battle Pass. My code is tabortime.